in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Horned Frogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think Jesse...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they... interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Owens. It's complete to the right. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The short hand, it's Gore. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Cougars are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, and Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. Power stroller. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Quarterback looks for a little space. Snead gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Odom. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Gore. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Odom. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quickly complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, TCU.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Small. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll try the run. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Odom. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Cougars. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Kearney. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Turning it on! Oh, sweet feet! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Setting up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot. Dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State going back to work on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Jones to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Washington State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll start continues to fight for yards. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Waddle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
line getting set on second down. They'll go to the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He'll go to the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get back.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
Touchdown, Wazoo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw. It's Owens. That's caught. It's Kearney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. It's 3rd
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Waddle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Kearney. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.